Hey everybody, this is Henry Gilbert. I'm here at a preview event for Ninja Gaiden 3 in San Francisco, and I'm here with
Peter Garza, localization producer for Team Ninja.
Hey, yeah, and we're playing through the second stage of Ninja Gaiden 3 here. Where are we and what's going on here?
So this is taking place just after the events of the London stage that we've shown before. We're now going into the desert around Dubai, and there we have Hayabusa and Mizuki. They've tracked down a signal, and they're trying to find out where it's coming from and track down the people who are putting it out.
Looks like we'll be working together for a while longer, Hayabusa.
It does.
Mizuki's a new character, right? Is this her first game?
Yeah, Mizuki is a new character for Ninja Gaiden 3. She's a member of the Japanese Self-Defense Forces, Special Securities Unit. It's sort of a clandestine group within the Japanese military.
Yeah, it seems like in this game, Ryu is like a bit more directed. Like he isn't just going from place to place just to follow a boss. Like he has, like he seems to be under the employ of somebody, right?
Yeah. So at the beginning of the London stage, Mizuki and a guy named Ishigami come to Hayabusa's home and say, "Hey, terrorists have taken over London. We need you to go clean up the mess."
They saw you.
Oh, here's something I noticed earlier. Like so, when you pull out your weapon now, it seems to like snap directly to the guy.
Yeah. So this bow is actually something that he just got from Mizuki in the cutscene that we were just watching. It's a special bow developed by the Japanese military that locks on to anything. So it's sort of a special lock-on bow.
Okay.
But of course, you can tweak the aiming if you want.
This is a weird way to start the stage. So these are like snowmobiles for sand.
Yeah, these are sandmobiles.
I can't hit him, damn it! Close in!
So you'll see.
Oh, who's this strange person? Oh.
It's been a while, Master Ryu.
Ayane?
Hayate asked me to come.
Jinran Maru. Word gets around fast.
Make sure you bring it back in one piece. It's just a loner.
Okay. Tell Hayate I said thanks.
You should have someone in the village take a look at that arm.
I will. Soon. There's something I need to finish first.
Take care.
Okay, so this leaves me with a few questions. Like, first off, so Ryu needed a sword. What happened to the dragon blade?
Yeah. So at the end of the London stage, he comes across a man named the Regent of the Mask, and that's sort of the rival character for him in Ninja Gaiden 3. And that man puts a curse on him, and that curse sort of feeds off of all of the people that Ryu Hayabusa has killed in the past. So the sword, that curse, basically dissolves the dragon sword, and it sort of gets infused into his arm.
Oh, so the scar we've been seeing on his arm the whole time is the dragon sword.
It's the curse, and the dragon sword is sort of melded in with his arm, and so that's why he doesn't have the dragon sword in this stage. So Ayane has to come and give him Hayate's sword.
Is that the first time we've seen Ayane in the game?
Yes.
And she said that's from Hayate. That's his rival from DOA, right?
That is, yeah, one of the other ninja characters from DOA.
Oh. Okay, so now, like, you stored up enough blood in his arm, and
yeah. That's the curse taking effect. and that is an ultimate technique. So serious players will know that term. And for now, instead of having just a gauge that you fill up, you'll see the curse take effect with his arm. So when it's full and glowing like that, and you hold down the Y button, you can unleash the ultimate technique. And for Ninja Gaiden 3, you can actually cancel moves and use it in combos. So I wasn't quite able to do there, but
it's okay. Well, so I think maybe I'm wrong, but when I was playing it, I think I gained. Do you gain more blood for or power to charge up that move if you keep hitting somebody after you've killed them, or
when they're sort of walking away wounded?
Yeah, like once they've been finished, and you could move on to somebody else, or you could keep hitting them.
Yeah, that's sort of the player choice if they want to be that brutal or not.
I like that. Okay, so here's a classic wall jumping back from it. So the save points here, like I noticed it's not a big, obvious stone dragon anymore. What was the reason behind that?
Sure. Well, for Ninja Gaiden 3, we're trying to make a more seamless, immersive story and a more immersive experience. And so it didn't really seem to make a whole lot of sense to have giant statues just be magically placed throughout the world. So we've had... we're trying to sort of update the expression of game elements. And so that's where the Falcon comes in.
I was also curious about how does I noticed the health regen regenerates some in this game, but how exactly does it work now?
So health, there's no items. That's another part of the more immersive experience that we're looking to have. There's no shop and you're not healing up with items. Nimpo will actually heal you.
Okay.
So let me fill up the Nimpo gauge here in a second, and I'll show you what actually that involves.
I'll let him get away. Won't stop. Take him down, faster!
Well, so there was something else too. That just the prompt that just came up about to show you the path. Like, is that like if you want to, the camera will just show you where you need to jump at.
Yeah, if you get lost on a level or something like that, you're not quite sure where to go. That will just recenter the camera.
Okay. And does that happen like at any time in the game?
Yeah, you can pull that up anytime in the game if you're ever in need of figuring out where to go.
I've noticed a lot. I noticed several moments like that one that just happened where where you think the stage will just drop out from under you all of a sudden. Like, is that what was the reasoning behind adding that kind of stuff to it?
We're just trying to add in some platforming elements into the game. We also want to have we don't want you to get too complacent. We want to keep you on your toes.
Well, so who are these guys anyway? Like, who do they work for? Does Ryu know at this point?
Yeah, these guys are. Well, he doesn't know exactly who they work for, but in the London stage, he came across a man named the Regent of the Mask, and they're terrorists who took over London, and these are part of those terrorists. These guys with the two knives and the vests, these are new for the Dubai stage here, and you'll see them acting a bit quicker.
Yeah, those guys are pretty tough, especially on hard. There's some. Oh yeah, so how do you direct? Or do you have a way of directing who you're going to hit when you unleash that big move?
There is auto aiming for that one. It'll sort of pick which of the characters it'll go after. I think if you're sort of in the general direction.
And also when the button prompt comes up on screen when you're in the middle of cutting somebody down, what's that for?
Well, that's the steel on bone. And for the steel on bone, we're trying to give you the focus for Ninja Gaiden 3 has been on trying to give a sense of really cutting people down with the sword.
Oh wait, I know this part that's coming up too. Like this is kind of new for the. It's kind of new for the series as well, right?
Yeah, this is the kunai climb. So you will take some of the kunai off of his legs, and you'll climb up the ledge. And you can sneak up on people like that.
I love that.
Other people will attack you from up top, and you can dodge projectiles.
This is new too, like kind of more of a sneaking element to him because he is a ninja.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking to add in a few more sneaky elements. We know that Ninja Gaiden is not a stealth game, so it's not going to be sort of the core of the fighting system, but we know that being a ninja, this is definitely something that he would be doing.
Well, also I saw like another kind of cinematic moment there where it was I actually screwed up when I was doing it. I did not successfully dodge. Like, were there a lot of moments like that added to the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we're trying for more of a cinematic, immersive visuals going on. So the camera will zoom in on people, and yeah, if you don't get out of the way, they can definitely come and get on you. And you'll hopefully see that with one of the characters, one of the new enemies here later on in the stage.
Now I noticed, like, I don't know, Ryu sounds different. Like, it's not the same actor as before, right?
Correct. We have a new actor for Ryu this time around.
Did you have like a new approach for like translating and adapting the game than previous entries?
Well, I think just from the developers have had more of a focus on story and really trying to get a more integrate story with the game more for this. In past games, it might have been just sort of a random, this stage and that stage, and just sort of link them together with story as an afterthought. So they've been asking me for, my opinions, how I feel about certain things, and they've definitely been very much involved.
And I also noticed when I played this that I tried it on hard mode, and hard is still very hard. Like or pretty hard. Was that important to you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. We know that Ninja Gaiden has a sort of pedigree of being a hard game, and people who have cleared the games in the past, they wear that, with the sense of pride. And so we definitely want that challenge for people that want it. We want it to be there. But that being said, we also don't want it to be a barrier to entry for anybody who has, thrown the controller away in the past games because it's just been too hard. So for people who know the series and they know the system, then it's definitely something that, if you choose hard, then you're going to get the Ninja Gaiden experience that you know and love.
I know there's still a lot. It seems to be a little more platforming than before too, like in areas like this. Oh, there's another one of those surprise moments there. But was there an intentional extra emphasis on platforming?
Yeah, that's we're trying to give a real ninja experience, and so the stealth modes are part of that. The platforming is part of that, and just the general actions that he's able to do. We're trying to just give a good variety, so that it's we want the core still to be combat, but it's definitely going to be more general ninja type action.
Yeah, that wouldn't be Ninja Gaiden if a character didn't jump out when you least expected.
Yeah, that's definitely something, and we think that this Dubai stage is really will give people that know the series, they'll feel at home.
I gotta say that this is first for me seeing him in this in Saudi Arabia, like seeing Ryu here. Oh wait, here comes a new enemy. All right, so wow, 3 at once. So who are these guys?
So these are the Alchemist forces, and these are sort of the underlings of the Regent of the Mask, the rival character that Ryu faces at the end of the London stage. And now you can see that they are sort of throwing these alchemical blasts at me.
Yeah, they almost look like I don't know, like pixel blocks, or it's really strange.
Sort of the kind of magic that's going into Ninja Gaiden 3, and if you're not careful, these guys are very much a throwback to enemies of Ninja Gaiden past. So if you're not careful, you will die easily, which we'll probably see me do here in a second.
No, I've got faith in you. I think you can do it. These guys were really tough for me too. I think they killed me the first time when I played it on normal. But that's another thing I noticed in this game, that there is there's a checkpointing system, so you're not just dumped right back to your last save.
We know that Ninja Gaiden is going to be a tough game, so. But yeah, we put in generous checkpoints, so it's not that much of a problem to go back and fight.
I see just to remind you, in case you weren't watching your health bar, that now the red and pulsing screen reminds you you're pretty hurt. These were guys. I noticed too, these guys regenerate their shields too, which is pretty tough, I gotta say.
Yeah, these guys are definitely meant to give you a run for your money. Up until this point, you've really been dealing with human enemies. Like normal terrorist enemies. These guys should give you a taste of the other kinds of enemies that you're in for.
I noticed too when I played this, once you can take out one of them, it's not as hard. You only have one of the guys shooting you in the back if you're not careful. But you have to still have to be careful with your jumps and dodges and stuff too. The old Azuna drop. Yeah, I love that move. All right.
It wouldn't be Ninja Gaiden without it.
And so, Ninja Gaiden 3, when's it coming out, and what systems?
Ninja Gaiden 3 will be available on PlayStation 3 and 360 in March 2012.
All right, so that was Ninja Gaiden 3 Level 2. Later on, we'll be checking out the multiplayer, so keep an eye out for that. For now, see you later. Thank you.